Hi everyone, it is day 35 of my 77 live video challenge. This is Heart and Soul with Evelyn. Today I was going to talk a little bit about my graduation from Southwest Texas State University, but I also wanted to share the two things that are pretty important in a graduation. And the first is the music. Of course. So I thought I'd just give you a brief history of Pomp and Circumstance. I just found out some of this in the last few hours, and I thought I would share because I thought it was quite interesting. So the Pomp and Circumstance marches are a series of 5 military marches composed by Sir Edward Elgar between 1901 and 1930, but the most famous one is March number 1 in D major. It's also commonly referred to as the Land of Hope and Glory. Now, he composed the first two marches in 1901 and dedicated them to his friends. I didn't know this. The title, Pomp and Circumstance, comes from a line in Shakespeare's Othello, Pride, Pomp, and Circumstance of Glorious War. The music was originally intended for ceremonial occasions and military settings. Now, it was debuted, the march was premiered and debuted in 1901 and was an immediate success. And it's just this patriotic British hymn. And when he wrote the music, he wanted it to sound big, proud, and special, like a celebration. And if you don't know what it sounds like, I'm just going to hum it for you. Da 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 da. Now, it became associated with graduation ceremonies largely due to its use at academic institutions in the United States. And the first time they ever used Pomp and Circumstance, I thought this was very interesting. It was first played at a graduation in 1905 at Yale University when Elgar himself was present to receive an honorary doctorate. And of course, you know, the music's grandeur and dignified tone, it made it an instant hit for the ceremonial procession. Now, I'm sure you are familiar with this particular hymn, but it's played at all graduations in the United States. The popularity spread quickly across the United States, and it is heard. It's a standard for high school and college graduations. I've even heard sometimes I play it at middle schools as well. So there you go. Now, I wanted to show you some pictures now because, you know, I love show and tell. So here is my mom and dad, and, you know, I did a little bit of research on the gowns. Why were gowns worn for the different, you know, the academic people wore the gowns, and of course the students wore the gowns as well. And I didn't know this, so I found this really interesting. The graduation gowns and hats, they come from a tradition which started hundreds of years ago in medieval Europe. Now, back then, most students and teachers, they studied at universities connected to churches, so they wore long robes to keep warm in the cold stone buildings. So over time, these robes became a symbol of education and learning. So a lot of people wear the gowns now to honor the tradition, show unity, so everyone looks the same, they're in the same outfit, and also it marks a special occasion. It's usually called an academic gown or graduation robe. And the hat, which is a square, I was going to try to look for one, but I couldn't find one. It is called a mortarboard because it looks like the tool workers use to spread cement, which is interesting. On top, there's a tassel, and I'm just going to show you some pictures here. So this was the academic head of the department, and see, he's got the tassel there. And here is the graduation the graduation class. It was a really just a large class that particular year. I think there were about over 2,000 students that graduated. And there's my parents, my brother, sister, and niece were there. And here I am receiving my diploma right there. And I just want to show you how big it is, because it's a big one. This is my diploma. Look how big it is. And you can open it up. And it just fell out. Let me go down and pick it up. So this is the diploma right here, and it came in this beautiful big folder. So there you go. Yeah, and also at my graduation, where my friends, my high school friends Cindy and Alicia came, and also my friend Knox, college friend Knox, and my friend Dan was also there as well. So I thought I would just share a little bit of the what happened during graduation and a little bit of the history of Pomp and Circumstance. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode 35 of my 77-day video challenge. This is Evelyn, Heart and Soul with Evelyn. See you next time.